Hey, what's up everybody? It's Frankie here, and we're going to be talking about dealing with bad clients and as well as some of the warning signs so that you can see it in the very early stages, so that if you get a bad client, you can either not hire or not work together in the first place, or put the brakes on that shit very, very early and soon in that relationship. So let's get into it. It's the eye of the tiger, it's the do-do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do. These guys are building a house next to me playing music. So, firstly, what do you do with a bad client? And the answer is, you gotta give them the Dikembe. Good old Dikembe, give him no. You guys grew up watching the NBA like me with good old Dikembe in the good old days. So let's talk about warning signs. Some things you should watch out for a client. These are like red flags. I'm not saying this is the complete total list. First is demanding. I want this shit now. I don't want to wait. Like a toddler. I got 2 toddlers, so I can confirm. Talk down to you. Or your staff, by the way. They just, like, you can hear the condescending in the tone. It's like, I'm way up here and you're down there and you're this lowly peon that I'm going to boss around. Another one, if you got staff, they abuse your staff. They can be really, really rude. They're like, hey, that guy was a dick to me, or that gal was a dick. Another one is they want you to call them all the time for simple things that don't need a phone call. Call me, call me, call me, call me. Another one. They micromanage you. Man, you ever had that person who's like, if you have people that, the worst is when they hire you to run ads and then they want to write their own ads and then they complain that the ads don't work. Meanwhile, they wrote their own ads. Small budgets. I got barely any money. This is my last $50. We need to make this work. They always say all your leads and customers are bad. You got nothing but bad leads and customers. This one should be easy to figure out that this is a bad client, is if they lie. They go back on their word and they say things that are no longer true. Here's another one. The project scope changes. So you get hired to do one thing, and then on day 2 you're doing something else, and then on day 4 it's something else, and you're constantly doing that 180. Ever had that? Never. Another one, they're going to blame you. Oh, everything that's not working in their business is your fault. I actually just dealt with that like a couple of days ago. Emotional, like you ever had somebody call you up and they're just in a frantic, agitated, anxiety kind of state, and they're very ever just like calm and relaxed and rational? That's a good sign of a bad client. Another one of those is they're desperate. I need this to work now. We need clients yesterday. Another one is if they want you to be their therapist. I don't know if you guys ever had this, but I used to have a client who used to like just call me and complain about his clients, and then I'd have to like sit there for an hour and like be his therapist. They don't pay you. That one's kind of obvious, but like you don't want to get into accounts receivable. In fact, one of the proudest things I'm able to say in our agency right now, we have 0 accounts receivable. We do not chase anybody for money. It's all automated, and the automation takes care of it, and we set the expectations, obviously. One is that they advertise or they do marketing like one toe in the water. Like the bad clients think about marketing as like something maybe I'll not do. The good clients know they have to market. So a bad client, when they dip their toe, they run a little bit of ad money and they go, oh my God, that was scary. I lost some money. I'm not rich yet. I thought I would spend $50 and be a millionaire. I'm not. So now I'm reconsidering running this at all. Disrespectful. Mindset issues, especially around scarcity. If they're really scarcity minded, you can just hear it, you can feel it in their tones. And another one is you gotta sometimes repeat shit over and over and over and over. I used to do this a lot in SEO. People call me up and say, how long will it take me to rank? And I'd say, I'd do some analysis and I'd say, in your city, I can probably get you there in about 6 to 8 months based on my experience. And I'll get you, halfway after 4 months and so forth. And then they would call me up 5 minutes into the relationship and say, hey, I just Googled myself. I'm not number 1 yet. What the fuck's up with that? I'm not a millionaire. And I'd say, well, remember when I said it would be 6 to 8 months? Then 3 days later, I'd have to call them and tell them 6 to 8 months. And a week later, I'd have to call them and tell them 6 to 8 months. And you find yourself just repeating yourself like a broken record. Now, that isn't in and of itself a bad client, but paired with some of these other traits, you got to watch out. Now, what do you do when you got a bad client? And the simple answer is fire them. We got another video on that. But I want to talk about something that's way better than that, which is not even getting bad clients in the first place, is dealing with that problem upstream, is looking for those warning signs before you engage in monetary action. So if somebody's like kind of rude and disrespectful on the phone, before you guys start working together, they ain't gonna be any different once they start paying you. In fact, they're probably gonna get a whole bunch fucking crazier. So what you wanna do is avoid that shit. So you wanna think about dealing with these before they even become symptoms by just not letting those people in the door. I'm telling you, like 80% of the headaches in running an agency are just bringing in the wrong people. So if you say no to the wrong people, yeah, I know you probably oftentimes some of you guys need that paycheck today, but I'm telling you, you'll make your long-term life so much easier if you don't do that, and if you stay adamant about working with the right people, and shit will just get really amazing for you. So hope that's helpful to you guys. If you're not already subscribed, subscribe, because this channel is self-approved as amazing. That's all I got for you guys, and may the force be with you. Oh, and leave a comment. I would love to hear about your experience with bad clients, by the way.